Hi there, beautiful people. Six of Pentacles. Look at this lovely picture of some guy measuring out some coins to dish out to the beggars in front of him. So when this card comes up, it's really a call to ask ourselves a little bit about our self-worth and how much we really feel truly and honestly worthy of receiving, but also of giving. There's obviously, this is the sixes, and the sixes always have giving receiving dynamics. They always have a certain duality to them, but this is these two beggar figures are quite often us in life, where we are not asking much from the universe. We're not asking much from life. We've got into a habit. We've been taught to think that way. We've been programmed to feel like we don't deserve very much, and so we'll ask for little. And sometimes that asking for little can be, in my case, it's like, oh, well, I don't want to disappoint somebody else, so I don't want to put somebody else out. I'd rather please other people, and so in that desire to please other people, I'll quite often put somebody else's needs before my own, and so I'll put my own self-worth below and look up to somebody else. And that pleasing nature of looking up to other people, and that wanting that secondary pleasure that somebody else might feel happy and so you'll feel happy type dynamic, is definitely putting somebody else's importance above your own. And so it's destined to squash the amount that we're going to ask from the universe, or the amount that we feel worthy of asking for as well. Diminishes with that habit of pleasing the world, that habit of pleasing other people. And so this is something just to be aware of. It's not necessarily an obvious, oh, I don't feel worthy victim mentality story, but it's definitely putting somebody else higher than ourselves. That's one of the ways that this card will teach us, or this card asks us to look at our own relationship and programs around self-worth. And another thing about this card is, we're often asking the universe for abundance from our knees. We are on our knees, kind of in a lower vibrational sense of self-worth, asking for something that's more worthy than we believe we really are. And this is destined not to work, of course, because we have to match the vibration of what we want to ask for in order to be able to receive it. Otherwise, we're only going to receive that which is equal to our vibrational energy at this time in our lives, and the inner truth of that vibrational energy, not just what's made up, or not just what we might think of in a sort of fleeting way, but what is our core belief about how worthy and how truly valuable we are. And this value and this self-worth is also deteriorated a lot of the time when we judge ourselves to other people. So we'll look at that guy there who's dishing out the money and we'll go, oh, there's somebody out there with loads of money. I haven't done what they've done. I haven't lived their life. I am not as capable as they are. I judge myself in comparison to them, and obviously that means that I deserve only to receive less. And maybe I'll put myself underneath them and they can give to me, and I will be the receiver of a less quantity, and I will never match that energy. The thing is, we don't have to follow somebody else's path. We don't have to be exactly the same as somebody else who's abundant and rich and wealthy and has the apparent material worth that we would love in order to receive it. We just need to sit and find how valuable we are. And one way to do that is to look at the world around us, see what we are actually being given, what we have been given. If it's just half a healthy life, if it's just some level of sustainable worth and wealth, if it's some person, some people, some experience, some job that has been amazing for us. Find those things, be as thankful to the universe for those things, and see what comes your way. Have a fantastic day.